It was the fucking rear wheel. Just went. I didn't. Did I? And the pain and the anger in his voice, it was like...
this is a passionate Italian man.
A very passionate Italian man.
Yeah.
And it felt like my mum, or a parent, should I say. I wouldn't pin it on my mum, just right. I think it's just because she was a teacher.
Yeah.
So it hurt a little bit more. It's like a parent saying, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Breaks the heart.
Yeah.
And then I got home and my parents were, I think they were just about to go out. And my mum said, "You're home early? This is nice for you." And I went, "No, it's not. I've done something really stupid." And she went, "Right, what have you done?" I went, "I went into the back of my manager's car." She went, "Oh boy, well, I suppose you need to go back on Indeed then, or some job site." And I went, "I don't need to hear that." And in the time that I had, since I got back home, I then tried to phone the manager. And eventually got through, and I said, "I am so sorry. That was so unintentional. I really thought you went. I thought Giuseppe went." And he was so calm.
Yeah.
And looking back upon it, the panic and the worry that I got myself in, because with regards to site work, that was like a fresh thing in itself. Because I never did anything like that before. Yeah. So, you know, there were all of these emotions happening, but this was just enough to say, "You better start smoking, kid." Sure enough, I did. And
the tip on the iceberg.
Oh my God, I was a mess. Thankfully, it was a Friday, so I could process it over the weekend, meaning that I had no sleep. But, oh my word, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I think the good scenario from that is the manager is who he was.
He was great.
Yeah.
He's still great.
Yeah. It's just his mentality and everything is kind of it.
He was really miffed because he realised he had to go to hospital. The car itself, even he said, "I'm running it into the ground." Because deep down, I remember what it was.
Was it the Mondeo?
No, it was a Ford Focus.
Was it a Ford Focus?
It was a Ford Focus with the extended back.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. But he drove that thing like a thing possessed.
Because, the extended back, that's why I thought it was the Mondeo, because I thought it was the estate.
No, the Mondeo he had when I rejoined you guys. The silver Mondeo.
Because him and our other manager had Mondeos at the same time, didn't they?
Yeah, so our director was, he had that estate Mondeo, but and then the other manager with the sliced thumb and the bruised rear, he had the saloon, but it was a Ford Focus that I went into.
Yeah,
I had to pay, I think it was a sum of £250, but
so,
being on the basic rate at entry level, it was split over a cost of 3 months or something like that.
Was that £250 for the excess?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was quite a precise figure for such a repair. But and here's the kicker, it was all repaired, all sorted within a month. He got rid of it because it broke down.
I don't remember that bit.
He ended up relying on another manager's truck for a little while.
They talk about the animal.
No, not the animal, because that fell into my ownership.
I loved that thing.
Don't
turn left.
I loved it until the differential gear stick gave up. Like, out of all the pickup trucks I've driven, the Toyota Hilux that was hired for me,
it was in that green as well. That was a nice green.
The green was great, but it was so impractical because it had a very long back, an open back, which was great for us. But when it came down to taking people and even driving yourself.
Mm.
Because some of the lads that we worked with, they're not small.
No.
No, they were not small lads.
Mm.
So it was nice. The colour was great, but no, it was the blue one I had.
Didn't you drive? Didn't you drive the animal, and a wheel came off?
God Almighty! I've like suppressed these
Yeah.
dark memories because
That's why we're here.
that's why we're here.
I've even written on here. Boop.
Funny enough, that's the noise that I made. God, there was actually two things that happened with that animal, despite how much it was a Mitsubishi animal, and it was lovely.
It wasn't the. Yeah.
So, okay, I don't want to, ramble on here.
Oh no, please do. I love these stories.
Damn.
We will come into like some more like funny ones. I mean, I say funny ones. These are funny.
Yeah.
I suppose more. What's the word? Light-hearted.
Sentimental.
Yes.
Sentimental stories.
Yeah.
Just so happens that my journey has been full of screams and excitement.
It's great.
I think, they possess a lot more value than the sentimental ones. The sentimental ones are great, but truth be told, oh man. Right, okay, let me dive into the story of the Mitsubishi animal. When I worked there for a little bit longer, Sorry
if you can hear my stomach.
Was that your stomach?
I am so sorry.
Didn't this happen on the same episode?
I think it did. I am so sorry. Yeah,
Damn.
it did, yeah.
I felt it over here.
Yeah.
It's like a little Mexican wave going on. Yeah. So when I was still working as a materials tech, I then had the opportunity to be a senior tech. So as much as it was nice within a short space of time of starting the job and becoming a senior, what I was not aware of that I was needed in other places. So Crawley being one of the places, but I also had to look after the likes of Stansted Airport, Cambridge Airport, the M23 motorway itself, and Crawley from time to time. So it was a case of going here, there and everywhere. But with regards to Stansted, that was the first project that was essentially given to me or to assist with, because there was someone there who was a lot higher up, let's say, who was overseeing the project from a testing point of view. And I was given the Mitsubishi the Mitsubishi Animal, which was...
It was the L200, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think it wasn't. Actually, it was, because it said on the back.
Yeah. The L200 Animal. And
yeah.
just to share a little story I had with that. I loved it because we used to drive on site all the time.
You did?
There was a time where I got caught on one of the bays, and it was one of the ones, you'll know this, I can't even remember, it's like a map in my head. I don't remember what the bay was called, but you drove out the lab, went left, you followed it all the way round, down the back, went down the hill, and it was the bay that was in the middle where you was basically surrounded on all sides.
12A.
12A. So that one, right, when it was lower down, first being rolled and everything, like, rotivated, they blocked me in. So at the top, they'd blocked the way up because they were bulldozing all the stuff around the outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't get out. But it was okay. I was in the animal. And obviously they had like, it was obviously, I don't know what the gradient was when it was going up the hill. But I basically went diagonally up, smashed through this clay barrier.
Epic.
And I felt so cool. And at that moment in time, this car this truck just took me through.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt unstoppable.
Yeah.
Which also leads me to another point, and I'm sorry I'm taking away from your story.
No, please.
But I was in the Hilux the green one.
Yep.
And if you remember, I took that out onto site. They'd freshly... Obviously, when it used to get wet, the clay on site, there was massive 150-ton dump, well, 100-ton dumpers and 50-ton dumpers.
50 ton.
They were running. They were basically going to and from, and the ruts that you would get are huge. Like you would beach if you were not careful.
It wouldn't surprise me that one of these sofas, to give you size, was probably something like this.
Yes, they were.
They were huge.
Yeah, they were absolutely huge, and we used to get stuck all the time and have to get pulled out. But there was a time where the bulldozers, the little Cecils, would, because they were caterpillars, weren't they?
Caterpillars, yeah.
The caterpillars. They would basically push the clay on the top into the ruts, and I was driving, an adequate speed on this site on the clay. It's like, oh, it's nice and bumpy. I didn't see that there was any ruts because they'd filled it in with this clay, but it wasn't compacted.
Ooh.
And the front of the truck just went doof. And I was like, ow. I remember reversing out, looking at it, I was like, that's the dent. Do you remember the dent that we had to try and get out with the bloody hammers?
Oh my god, do you know what I do?
That was big.
It was you.
That was big. Yeah, but the manager at the time was not happy with me with that.
But then he never learnt his lesson, because there was the vehicle before me that was still there, being the Defender.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And the Defender, the paintwork was just like green colour with a white top. It looked quite cool, quite classic looking, but it was also in the inside. But we had to carry all of these tools in the back. So it scratched everything. And our fleet manager at the time, he went ballistic.
What are you meant to do?
I don't know, try and cover it up in the best way possible. But by the time I got there and I had to give it back, I looked at it and just went, oh, I'm so sorry, but that's exactly how it was for me.
Yeah.
So it was, let's say, a good start with the fleet manager. In the end, we had a good relationship, so that was good. But anyway, you want to know what happened with the L200.
So we can either go with that one or both. Let's do both.
Well, let's do both.
Both is good.
Because the fleet manager had this Mitsubishi L200 with animals on the side, and not actual images of animals. It had the word animal. And it was given to me. So it was originally a vehicle that was going to be, yet again, run into the ground.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were interested from a client point of view, because they wanted to use that vehicle to simply go around on the site. It was never going to leave the site. Yeah. They were going to pump it what they called Cherryade, which was just a very high...
Diesel, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was diesel, but it's been like suited for plants, vehicles. That is, not actual plants. So the fuel was for that. But we found a purpose for it, and the purpose being it was going to be with me. So Giuseppe and I, we ended up getting the Stansted project, and it was okay because not only did it have to get us to site, it also had to do the run around of the site work too. Yeah, which was fine. It was great, and it held on beautifully. But keeping in mind that this truck had easily 150,000 miles on the clock. It had done its time. It was, bless its heart, the poor girl was getting old and fatigued. It was time for it to go.
Does that mean my van's done its time?
Are you near there?
I'm at already over 150,000 miles on
your van?
On my caddy, yeah.
Oh boy.
She's a workhorse and she loves it.
I mean,
I love that
it
van.
wouldn't go amiss to have a new van.
No. We are one.
You're one. You're not a bloody avatar. Yeah. But anyway, that's a work-related matter.
Yeah.
So we, so we obviously knew that her time was coming up, and we thought, right, okay, well, if she goes, she goes. Hopefully on site, because in that way we're safe. Because Stansted Airport, to get there, it was yet again the M25 to then join on to the M11, and then you would take that and follow the signs for Stansted Airport. We were driving back, and we had all of these samples in the back, and the lab was in Harwich, which is essentially Maidstone's next door neighbour.
Yes.
We're driving back, and Giuseppe refused, despite how I got up so early to collect him and then drive to the site, do all the driving around site, then the testing, and then jump back in the bloody pickup to then go back home, to then go to Harwich, drop off the samples, and then drop him off home before I could get home. Long days.
Oh, they were very long days.
Long, exhausting
I say
days.
back then we still do days like that.
Yeah. Thankfully not as much though.
No.
I think that would kill us personally.
I'm too old now.
No, I'm too old. Good God. The jalapeno bread couldn't fuel me even if it tried.
That's got to be something else that we do, is the wonderful snacks. That'll be another series that we can do for
series.
you.
Yeah. So if you keep in mind of this episode when we talk about wonderful snacks, and if we do remember it, of course, the jalapeno bread. Jalapeno bread. Anyway, we're driving back from site. We are tired. We are knackered. So I'm driving along, and I've got this. No, at the time I was angry at Giuseppe, and because he didn't want to drive. That was all it because. That's what it was down to. I wanted to just relax. We're driving along. You thinking about the Avengers story? Yeah, I thought so. We can touch that in a minute. We're driving back, and I hear this rattling. Stop it, mate. I hear this rattling, and it sounded like, the best way to put it was like bolts into a jar, and it was like someone was shaking it. And Giuseppe was just about to fall asleep. Keeping in mind, we're probably 10 minutes into our journey from the site, and then suddenly the bonnet just goes like that. I've never heard a fully grown Italian man scream like Giuseppe, because he screamed so loudly that it caused me to scream with the bonnet up. There was just so much commotion, so much emotion. We didn't know what to do. We were panicking because we were just about to go onto the motorway and we're going on the slip road, and as we're slowly merging in, lo and behold, the bonnets come up. Giuseppe screamed, I screamed, everybody is screaming. I've applied the brakes. I'm trying to find the hard shoulder, which is surprisingly difficult when you can't see. And eventually we get onto the hard shoulder, and we took a minute. And I will admit, I don't care if I get fired for it, I ended up taking a cigarette out of the packet, and I put it in my mouth, lit it, and I was shaking because it terrified me. I've never experienced anything like it. Looking back now, I'm like, yeah, that was funny. At the time, no. I thought Final Destination has really come to life, and this is my time. And worst of all, I've got a screaming Italian man next to me. Yeah, literally, the hands are going up. He had such a set of lungs on him.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why my left ear is ringing. So, yeah. So we got out, and I'm trying to just get my breath back. Giuseppe is full of beans by this point, and he's telling me we can't drive it. And I've looked at him dead in the eye, and I went, we're going back, whether you like it or not. Get me the cable ties. So there's a latch underneath the bonnet, and I managed to feed it through. I've broken a part of the grill to get my hand underneath it and yank it down. And we drove back. Probably 30 miles was the maximum speed limit because I didn't want to go any faster. And thankfully, there was traffic. So we took our time. Got to Harwich, and I phoned the manager, and I said, I cannot drive this. The bonnet came up. It's so unreliable. And then that's when I had a van. Well, in fact, it was one of those moments where the Mitsubishi was going to go in for a repair. So then I was given another vehicle for the meantime. But I was led to believe that the van that I had in its place was going to be my next vehicle for however long.
Yeah.
Well, it was for however long, because they came back and said, good news, the Mitsubishi's all fixed.
It's all fixed. Here we go. You can have it back now.
So then Stansted, for what they wanted to achieve, it was coming to an end, and I then was asked to go back to Dunton, and occasionally I would go back from time to time, and lo and behold, I'm driving down the M23, and keeping in mind I'm familiar with the M23 works because they're making it into smart motorways, and for people who don't know smart motorways in the UK, they have taken a standard motorway which can consist of 3 lanes and a hard shoulder. They've now purposely made that hard shoulder into another lane to, somewhat relieve that traffic that was building up. So
they don't work.
They don't
work.
Lots of money.
Because it's like the automated system as well, wasn't it? It informs what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a car that's broken down. This has happened.
Yeah.
But the lay-bys were so few and far between.
That's right.
You'd never make it.
Yeah.
So you just, all right, well, I'm blocking the lane then. So back to 3.
Back to 3. So, I'm driving back, and something just didn't feel right. I think that's the best way to put it. Something didn't feel right. And keeping in mind where the M23 is having all of these smart motorway works and other bits and bobs, the maximum speed limit is always 50 miles per hour. I'm driving along. I brake. And suddenly something's just caught my eye in the passenger wing mirror. It was the fucking rear wheel. Just went. It was something out of a cartoon. This thing just rolled casually past me. And I've just gone, ah! And I didn't know what to do because you couldn't pull over. There was nowhere to pull over.
Yeah. Because they obviously, when it's the road closures, they're taking up Central Reservation and the lane they're working on.
Yeah.
So you're squished even more with the running lanes. And it's like, where'd you go?
Yeah. Where'd you go?
My wheel's gone.
Yeah. It just... Yeah. Terrible.
Mean, it was the animal. That thing would have just gone on 2. Diagonal, obviously. Well, you could do 2 at the front. It'd be scraping, but...
Well, people be... There'll be no tailgating of the sort.
Oh, God, I still remember driving at 70 in that van. It used to shake.
Yeah,
it was
did.
It was the jit.
Yeah,
I'm doing that thing again, but yeah. Yeah, it used to. It was constant. It was just like a constant vibration. It wasn't like the wheel balance was out. It was just something was wrong.
My theory, because I had that truck for so long, I believe it was the steering column.
Ah.
I believe something went. I'm not sure what, but there was clearly no connection.
Yeah,
because it turned to the left like a knife through butter. But going to the right, God, you needed like a 3-man team. Or like a scrum from a rugby to just push the bloody thing over. But, yeah, Mitsubishi Animal was a delight.
I thoroughly enjoyed driving that when we was on site, though. It was my favourite vehicle when we was there.
Yeah, it was great fun. It was good fun. It had character, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Despite the aggro it caused us, especially being on the bloody motorway. It was good fun.
Yeah, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I didn't mind the Hiluxes. Like I still enjoyed the Hiluxes. I never enjoyed the Ranger that we had, but we all know why.
We do.
That was never fun. Someone broke the gear. Well, it was just the gear mechanism.
Yeah.
Because it has the weird, I call it a weird thing because I don't think it's that safe, but where you push your gear lever across and it has like a bit of a resistance and then you go into reverse that way.
Yeah.
So reverse and first are basically your first two options. Push it a little bit more, bit of resistance. Yes, you go over, you go into reverse. That was broken. So you'd be on the motorway, or no, you would stop at lights, basically, or even on site. And
the lights were the worst.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know until you hear the beeping, and our rear view mirrors possessed a little screen inside, so the rear camera would pick up the footage straight away when you put it into reverse. So the amount of times people have seen the rear end of a Ranger coming towards them. My God, the faces on the screen. Oh my God, they would look to you and he didn't know what to do. They tried to honk the horn, they tried to reverse, they were panicking, but where we were familiar with the Ranger's imperfection, we knew that we were okay, but the other person just didn't know what was coming towards them, especially when it's in the early hours of the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, bless their heart. I'll never forgive myself if I put one of them into cardiac arrest. But, yeah, that's when it comes down to site vehicles. Yeah, that were the two most memorable experiences.
Yeah, honestly, that's...
Because I'm reliving everything in my head. The panic, the fear, the worry.
Yeah.
You name it. Everything.
It was just, I don't know, for those, because they had character.
They did.
And the more you drive a vehicle, you do get somewhat of a, like I said with the van, you get a bit of a bond with them, and it's like you grow the character of this vehicle. They have characteristics, and it's like, I don't know. For me, it's like the animal was a bit like an old boxer, bit of a mushroom deer, and a bit like battered, bruised, or like smashed up rugby player in a way.
Yeah,
just these
weathered,
battle scarred. But the reason I think the boxer is because they head injuries all the time. It's nothing's cognitively working as it should.
The truck. I know where you're going with this. The truck told a story.
Yeah,
because it has been used and abused. And yet it still kept on going. Yeah. Despite.
People wanted to buy it, didn't they? Like, even when it was, I think, sat in the yard, people did want to still buy it, even though they somewhat knew the history and the story of it. Because of the machine that it was. Yeah. It just would not stop. Yes, okay, the wheel fell off. But that does give a car a little bit more. It gives it the story, it gives it a character, and it's like what we were talking about earlier with the show and those three. Yeah, they prove it time and time again. Yeah, they do. They really do. They go on these adventures and they just drive these cars. But what I always liked was they'd play silly buggers and they'd knock into each other. Or they'd do this, they'd do that, and but they get a bond with the car. They start to love the car, and that's the special thing about them. And I think that's just what it had. We used it day in, day out for hours on end. Yeah, and it would get you from A to B, especially on site. Yeah, with the we should not have been putting the weight on it that we did. God, because some thing. Yeah, it was used and abused, and he just took it. Well, if you think about the amount of weight we did throw onto the back of it. We really did, yeah. I mean, every bag that we sampled was approximately 25 kg. Oh, so we were putting... Probably more the way we were filling them up. Well, we had no choice, did we? Yeah. Being monitored. Yeah. Oof. But, personal-wise, the only thing I can really think of as a memorable moment is when I met up with you in Blue Water. And I think this will be kind of nice to wrap up my experience. Yeah. Because we have been talking quite a bit today. I've not issues it. I
over an
can't
hour.
even. I'm so blind. I can't see.
But then this is the beauty of like what we were like beforehand.
Mm.
We would talk for hours on end.
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I could go on, but I think this will be the nice little cherry on top of my experience.
Mm-hmm.
So when Brad and I became friends
Mm.
and we started to get to know each other a little bit more.
No, we're now lovers.
We're now what?
I said we're now lovers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have to whisper it.
Oh, sorry. So
We
I was
are
just trying to be really sensual. Actually, that's going to make it more ASMR. I am so sorry.
yeah, everyone's got tingles now. So
Get the gel, the foam.
you can
out
imagine
and
Wilson's just going to edit that now, isn't he? Like,
Yeah.
that face.
stuff.
and
His
everything.
ears are just tingling.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Poor man. It's done the 360 backflip. Anyway, let me wrap this up for you.
Mhm.
So when Brad and I, when we became friends and we started to get to know each other a little bit more, the guy who was acting as manager in absence of the manager,
Yes.
I think we can mention his name
Yeah.
because you've been liking our content,
Hello, Mr. Mills.
Millsy.
Hello there.
So Millsy and yourself
Mm.
are car fanatics.
Mm.
You know, you loved your cars and you
I
had-
loved his Asbo.
the hooligan.
I loved it.
The hooligan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I used to have some videos of it when I was sitting in the passenger seat of him allegedly hooning it down some roads.
Mm.
That thing, it had so much power, it could not put it down. It couldn't put it down. Like the wheels would just spin
Oh,
until he got some heat in them, and
Yeah.
it would just
take
go.
off. Yeah.
The sound of it, you'd need earplugs. But oh God, I loved it.
Yeah. It was a very impressive car.
Yeah.
And then even yours as well, the Clio.
Oh God, damn.
Yeah.
I love my little Clio. But that's the
Should
story.
we set up a GoFundMe page?
Yeah, can we set up a GoFundMe? I want my Clio back. But that'll be a story for next time. We'll do that on, I suppose,
Sure.
my
So,
episode.
We're starting to get to know each other more, and I think it's safe to say we all three of us clicked
Yes.
because there was some interest there that we were having a lot of laughs, and then the time that because we were younger back then and no responsibilities or anything,
Yeah.
we decided that we've had a really long day. Yeah, we're knackered. Yeah, most of my body weight is on my clothes.
Mm.
Let's go to Blue Water. Yeah, sure, why not? So luckily these guys, it was closer to them than it was for me. But I was determined, and I had an Audi A3, which I looked after very well. So it was my pride and joy, only because it was a brand new car to me, and you invited me along.
Yeah.
Little did I know the cars that they had.
Yeah.
So I met up at the.
I think I still have that picture. The three lined up.
Yeah, it is. I think it's on your Instagram.
Yeah.
So I meet up with them, and you couldn't miss them. One's bright fucking orange.
Yeah.
One's bright fucking yellow.
Yeah, liquid yellow.
And there's
God,
me
it's gorgeous.
in my monsoon grey
Mm.
Audi A3, and I'm like, oh my god, we're at a meet up, you know. So we've all parked up next to each other, and Brad's eager to see what the Audi's like, and he's, you know, from memory, I think you were complimenting how clean it was,
Yeah.
and the minimalistic settings and the screen popping up from the dash.
Oh,
And then-
I've always loved that. That stems from my dad because
Yeah,
he used to have
yes.
so many as well. I was growing up.
Yes, absolutely. Your dad.
Yeah.
It'd be great to have on the
Oh,
pod.
100%.
It'd be
yeah.
great.
The
Especially traffic therapy. You want someone like, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he's another Mick Hill situation. The stories that you could just continue going
continue
with.
it. Yeah.
You know, that it's just, you could just keep going and going and going.
Superb. But, so, anyway.
Mm.
We're
We're not very good at wrapping up, are we?
We're not really, no. I
No.
mean, this is an additional 50 minutes.
What?
What?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Should we go Blue Water?
Yeah.
Get a mocha and a Krispy Kreme donut.
Sorry.
Let me wrap up. Okay,
Yeah.
let me wrap this up. Anyway, so we met up and we're inspecting each other's cars, and then lo and behold, I hear Muttley laughing,
Hello.
like I can't remember bloody dog's name? Anyway, I hear this very enthusiastic laughing because if Brad wanted to get these images inserted into this very moment, he took a picture of all the rears of the cars. He had Millsy's car, then you had Brad's car, then mine, and then there was one photo of my boot where unintentionally there's a perfectly placed umbrella,
and it didn't move.
Because I knew I had it was in the back, but little did I know that it purposely rejigged itself in such a way that it was just across the boot of the car, on the inside of the boot. And you found that hysterical to the point where you had to take a photo.
And I that will remain on my feed forever and ever, and it lives up here rent free. Because now that actually sparks a memory of it was like a Kingsman umbrella.
I was a fan.
Yeah, you need no weapon but that umbrella.
Yeah,
you know,
that's it.
That's all you needed, and it was just a sight. But it was this clean boot with just this perfectly placed umbrella, and it was I don't know why it set me off, but it was just right. I think it was just unexpected because everyone normally has lots of random crap in the boots, but that was just like perfect.
Well, thank you very much. But I did love that Audi. Would I have it again? 100%.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It would be nice to have something similar, if not better.
I did feel bad. I just remember that when we left. Obviously,
you went.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, 1.4.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I remember Millsy was quite annoyed because I say annoyed, but he used to try and get away, but because I was dual clutch, I was right up his sniffer the whole time. He can never get away from me.
There's a scene from Cars where the street cars are like weaving in and out of each other, and the way you two exited the car park, it was me like Austin Powers trying to turn around these places, and you've just gone literally effortlessly just out of the building. So, okay, bye guys. And literally the noise of you two disappearing into the distance was just okay.
It's like music, you know.
It was great.
I'm not gonna lie. Before, I was basically sitting in the studio, just watching like a feed, and it was cars, GTE cars. So you got the Ford GT, the Porsche, the basically the BMW, the Aston Martin, the Corvette. The engine sounds. I just had that. I was writing some bits on some paper, and I had it playing. I didn't have to watch it. I watched it first to start with and go, "Oh, that's nice."
Yeah.
I just had it playing on repeat. I just next to me. It's just. I love it.
Yeah.
But that's what I want to also bring to people who have that enthusiasm. That's what this series is about. As people can hear our stories. Other car enthusiasts, we do want to hear your comments. We want to know
100%.
What things have you been through? What funny stories have you got to tell? Could be did you rear end someone? Unintentionally.
Can you beat my story?
Yeah.
Let's see it in the comments.
Yeah. Can you beat the stories? But yeah. We'll wrap this up, or try to at least, because...
Well, I think that's it from me, mate.
That's it from you?
That's it from me.
Okay.
So, thank you very much.
No, thank you. All I've written down...
That is oop.
Yeah, just oop.
Summary of my life.
Yeah, oop. Well, no, thank you very much for your therapy.
No worries.
I'm going to need some.
Well, your time will come very soon.
Next time.
But the thing is, it's going to be Wilson and myself, isn't it?
Maybe I'll just lay across your laps. We'll do something different.
In this place, you have got to be kidding. Unless there's a fan, not one going woo out the front. I'm talking about something that blows air, something really decent.
Just so a fan that just goes.
Yeah, just a human being just looking at us going. Sorry about the mic.
You like that, didn't you?
Oh no. Anyway, let's cut it. Let's cut it. Love you, bye.
I love you, bye.